Hi, I'm Amy Johnson, and I'm really excited for you to all to join me in northern Minnesota this June. The Birds and Bears Workshop is a really nice combination of some of the high points of northern Minnesota. So in the birds portion, we'll be in the Sax Zim Bog, and that's an area of boreal forest in Minnesota where people know that they can see great gray owls in the winter, but it's also an area that we get a lot of breeding warblers. So they start arriving in May, and they slowly trickle in, and then they do their thing, and then they leave. So the beginning of June is a good time to still kind of catch them as they're maybe not settled on territories yet, and so hopefully we can coax them out to take a look. So that's what we're going to be doing on the first morning. The bears section is a really fascinating sanctuary. The bears at the sanctuary are not fenced in. They are wild bears. They can come and go as they please. One of my favorite experiences with the bears was when the sun started coming through the tops of the trees, and I found a bear that was sitting on a rock, and the sun was filtering through and creating a really nice rim light. It was cool that morning, even though it was, I believe we were there in July. One of the great things about northern Minnesota is it's usually cool every morning. So the bears, as it would breathe out, you would see the mist, and the light was coming through and caught that. So it was just this almost a studio portrait in a natural setting. And those are my favorite kinds of images to shoot. So that was my favorite moment. The first time I visited the bear sanctuary, I actually felt pretty overwhelmed. Walking on the ground, walking through or getting out of your car once you've gone through the gate, and realizing just how close you will probably be to a bear it's pretty overwhelming at first. And then you kind of take some deep breaths. After about half an hour or so, you kind of settle in, and you see the paths, and you know where you should be and where you shouldn't. And then you kind of get to settle into the photography side of it and really start watching behaviors and watching, looking for the cubs to see if you can see, them and their mamas, and really settle into getting some of those kinds of photography shots that you can't get anywhere else in the country. Coming to northern Minnesota in summer it's an experience that I had growing up, and it was such a powerful thing that I decided when I grew up that I wanted to live up here, and now I do. So this is a special area, and I'm really excited to share it with everyone else.